Welcome to Table Talk. I'm Frankie, and today we're gonna take an unboxing and a quick first impressions of the new TIE Phantom expansion pack for Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game. Whoa! So this is a really cool ship, and I've been looking forward to this. So let's just crack this open and take a look. Come on. Come on, little package. There we go. So, let's first take a look here. So this is interesting. We have the normal contents list, and we have the maneuvers. And this ship can't move 5 forwards, which is quite odd for a TIE fighter. In fact, the only one it has is hard turns as well. So that's also a bit weird. And it has 2 choreographed turns, a 4 and a 3. So, well, those basic maneuvers aren't really that hot, honestly, in my opinion. But I think that this ship definitely makes up for it with its abilities. And, well, let's take a look at what else we got in here. Well, we got the tokens, of course. Yeah. This is one of the coolest things about this ship. It has 4 basic attack dice. Let's take a look at the cards here. Ooh, what's this? What the heck? I think this is not supposed to be in here. I have to check if I have all the cards I'm supposed to have, because I don't think this is supposed to be here. Oh well, let's look at the pilots. Whisper, pilot skill 7. After you perform an attack that hits, you may assign 1 focus token to your ship. Well, I'm not really that excited about this guy. First of all, you get the focus token after the attack, which means that you can only use it in defensive purposes. Which, well, I'm not really, I don't know, maybe? Well, let's take a look at the stat line anyway. Like I said, 4 and 2 agility. That's quite low for a high cost TIE, I think. And 2 hull and 2 shields. So there's a risk that this guy is gonna get shot down pretty quickly. And that's why, well, we'll get into that later when we get to the other cards. This little symbol here, in case you didn't know, we're gonna get to that. Here we go. Echo. This is the cool guy. 6 pilot skill. When you decloak, we'll get to it, you must use the bank 2 right or bank 2 left template instead of the straight 2 template. So what's decloak? I'll inform you. Just hang on if you haven't seen it yet. Then we have the Shadow Squadron pilot, pilot skill 5, 27 points, and the Sigma Squadron pilot, pilot skill 3, 25 points. Here we go. Cloak action, a new action and a new icon. Yeah, so how this basically works is that you can perform cloak action, which places a cloak token on your ship. That increases your agility by 1, and no, it increases it by 2 even. So that means that these guys roll 4 agility dice. That's a bit better. The trade-off is they cannot perform attacks, and the token stays until it's removed by another game effect. It's not removed during the end phase as like focus tokens or evade tokens. And then we look at decloak. So if you do decloak, you can do it immediately before revealing the maneuver dial. And this is the really cool stuff here. Because, yeah, what you do when you decloak, you can either perform a barrel roll using the forward 2 maneuver template or execute a forward 2 maneuver. So that's, yeah, the whole premise is that when you're cloaked, the enemy doesn't know exactly where you are, so when you decloak, then you reveal exactly where you are. This makes the TIE Phantom in general, and Echo in particular, the most unpredictable and hard to capture ship in the game so far. And this, I can't wait to try to play with this. This is so freaking cool. And then with modifications and titles. Yeah, that's basically it, man. This ship is a glass cannon, but it's a glass cannon that can really get in there and do some damage. And here's the ship itself. And this ship, as opposed to the TIE Defender, I really like the look of this ship. This looks just wicked. This is insanely cool. I kind of like the whole three-pronged style both the Defender and the Phantom go for, but the little bit slicker, a little bit more slimmed down version they've gone with here, I definitely prefer this. So again, it's a fairly expensive ship. Like we saw here, the cheapest version costs 25 points, which is quite a lot. But I still think that this could rival TIE Interceptors in lists, well, at least for a while, until we see exactly how the meta turns out. But I think this is the big one that many people have been looking forward to in this wave, including myself. This is going to be an amazing ship to fly, and terrifying to fly against. I'm actually normally a Rebel player, but this ship is just too cool to resist. I have to fly this ship, and especially with Echo. I mean, there's just no ifs and buts about it. This is amazing, and I think, yeah, this is gonna do some really cool stuff. Oh yeah, we haven't looked at the small upgrade cards yet. Let's do that. Yeah, one of the things this guy has is system upgrades, so you can use, for instance, a fire control system, and this could actually be a really good card to use on these guys, since they don't want to waste their action on anything else but cloaking. They only want to cloak because it gives them 2 extra dice. So ideally what they do is that they first turn they move and they cloak, and if they can move into a position where they're out of range or out of enemy firing arcs, then they decloak, move in and shoot, and then immediately cloak again next turn. So this is good in order to give a little bit of extra firepower for the second round. Tactician, it's a crew, yeah. They have a crew slot as well. Doesn't look really that big, this ship, but well, I guess if you really could. I mean, it's the cockpit is kind of extruded. It looks quite a bit like the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. So yeah, sure. So we have Tactician. After you perform an attack against a ship inside your firing arc at range 2, that ship receives 1 stress token. Just specifically range 2, that's interesting, because I don't think we've seen many cards that specifically reference range 2 before. So, well, this is interesting. And for those wondering, well, how often will I use that? Well, I think there's plenty of opportunities you get. It happens all the time where you shoot at something and it turns out to be at range 2. So this is a way to dole out extra stress, which... well, it's funny that this card comes with the Phantom, because it's actually really good against the Phantom, because if the Phantom has stress tokens, it can't cloak. So it's interesting that a good weapon against the Phantom comes with it, but oh well. Recon Specialist, we've seen that. When you perform a focus action, additional 1 focus token, so you get 1 for attack and 1 for defense if you want to. Advanced Cloaking Device, here we go, TIE Phantom only! After you perform an attack, you may perform a free cloak action. This is going to be really important, because it saves you a turn, basically. You move in, you decloak, you attack, and you immediately cloak again. Perfect. I love it. And we have the Stygium Particle Accelerator. When you either decloak or perform a cloak action, may perform a free evade action. Also useful, but I don't think it's going to be used as much as the Advanced Cloaking Device, because I think this card is clearly better. What's interesting about this, though, you see, both of these cards reference the cloak action, and the TIE Phantom is the only card that has the cloak action, and this card says TIE Phantom only. The Stygium Particle Accelerator, however, does not. What could that mean for the future? No ship that small as a cloaking device, or does it? That's the TIE Phantom, and I think this is going to be a heck of a ship. This is going to be showing up all over the place, I think. So prepare. Prepare to beat it or be beaten by it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.